We're live. Episode 3. The Path?
We're live. Joel is not.
Joel's not. Joel has died. Just to do a little housekeeping, our very first episode of season 2 of this show that was purchased from the video store for $1 is on our channel right now as we speak. We are doing it's season 1 of The Sopranos, Mad Men, and Shield. In the description are the titles of those episodes. Start with it, go watch it, hear us recap it, give our thoughts and opinions. Still things are happening. We are recording our next episode, which is season 4. So we have been booking. Don't say some podcasts don't get past 3 episodes. We're season 2 and we meet weekly. So we mean business on the TV aspect. And if you watch it, let us know what you think, or things we can improve on, or things you want to see. We would gladly do it. We've already started talking about what we're going to do in the following season. Well, after the season, before we start actual season 3 of the show. First up, man that is not will not drink Gatorade out of a bottle, has to be a cup. Mark, the Big Chill Menchaca, my partner in this upcoming weekend of the all-day melee mix-up tournament. The two best friends link up in the first round to get eliminated in the first round because Mark has the worst luck in melee ever. We still need to come up with a team name. I think TV Chronicles is probably what we're going to go with, or License to Chill, which is a blast from the past. But maybe we can just spend the whole 30 minutes of that match telling people to go watch our stuff. Mark, how are you? How excited are you for this weekend and our time again together? And how was your viewing experience?
Viewing experience is good. I mean, we should definitely name our team TV Chronicles, because if it's about TV, we might have a shot.
Movie have a better shot than we used to before I started this show.
I mean, listen, I don't play good in special events. I just do them to have fun. And I thought, hey, great, I got a shot. We're playing Joseph and Jack first, so it's okay.
Well, you guys got that.
I'm be with Brian. Okay, I have a shot. We may still lose, but I got a shot. And then the universe answered oh wait, we got to fix this. Okay, apparently Brian forgot he had a thing. Okay, cool.
So you're saying I don't care? I don't bring what Brian brought.
I needed I needed an extra shot, and now it's not going to happen. I just know it. The universe is against me.
That's very hurtful.
It has nothing to do with you. The universe may not be against you, but it is against me, and because you're tied to me, it's not going to go well.
How was your viewing experience on Last of Us episode 3?
Oh well, I mean, I was surprised in parts, and we definitely just got things moving along. I think hopefully this is kind of the closest thing we're going to get to a filler episode for this season. I was hoping we'd not have too many of those, since there were only 7 episodes, but we got one anyway. So
yeah, Matt, how are you? How was your viewing experience? And are you playing on Sunday?
Yes. Chris Diaz and I are playing, so you guys better watch out if you guys make it to round 2.
I'm gonna be honest. We may have a better shot.
But I mean,
we may have a better shot than your team.
You guys should clearly be Pete's Fan Club. This should be your team name.
But no, things have changed on that show. Let me tell you, that ain't one of them.
No, I think, like Mark said, this definitely was a little bit of a step back from the last episode, which, I mean, you can't do that for 7 episodes straight. So I understand that. We're kind of resetting, and we got a new goal that we're going after. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But we're going to get into all that fun stuff. Cody, what did you think? What was your viewing experience?
You two know me very well at this point, especially around TV. I hate week to weeks. My least favorite thing on the history of the universe. I don't. Probably a real reason why I never got to begin with. Because I did grow up in a time where we didn't have everything on demand right away. So to catch it live and then watch the next one would have literally never happened. There are episodes of Monday Night Raw that I missed because I flipped back to WCW Nitro, just because I couldn't wait for I couldn't stand commercials, and I had a patience problem. Still here. Let me tell you, it's real rough, which we'll just get into it.
Yeah,
it's real rough when we have literally just an adrenaline pumped episode nonstop. We take the week off, 6 episodes. Like we talked about our show on Friday because we had to move it to Friday. So the recap that finally Friday, and then for the episode to happen sucked. I'm just gonna be honest, sucked. Now I know why they had to make it suck. I get it. I know how a roller coaster works. We just went up the ramp and went down it, but I didn't know we were going back to the docking station to like get off the ride because that's what it felt like. If that last shot in this episode is not there, this is the most obvious on the nose episode that ever existed.
I mean, it could have been worse because there was a 3 months later time jump. We could have spent this whole episode then just scraping infected bodies out of the community and rebuilding the wall. That could have been this whole episode. So
it basically was. Like, we get to see him rebuild. We get to do all the stuff like that. It's fine. Like, I'm okay with it. I understand. So basically, okay, let's just get into it. Jackson's been hit. Jackson got the horde dumped upon him. Ellie and them returned back to camp. Basically, the main crux of this episode is Ellie wants to go get revenge for Joel. Justice, as she calls it. Jackson is very a formal place with rules and guidelines and committees, and like they all have the stuff. So it's basically the whole crux is to putting it to a vote to see if they can get if they can send 16 soldiers, the best of the best, to Seattle. The best of what's left. The best of what's left. 16 people to go fight for Jackson, to get justice for Joel. That's basically what I got. And then the vote happens. I get that's an episode, but I have a real question for you two. Was there any question off the top of your head? Like, is there any thoughts that, even if you played the game, take your bias that you played the game mark out of it. Was there any like, oh, if this vote doesn't go this way, Ellie's going to stay. Ellie's going to accept the vote and not go to Seattle. Any thought? Anybody think that?
I mean, of course, we know that she's going, but it's a question of like, is she going to have support? Is Tommy going with her? What's going on with that? So, is the community backing her, or are they just going to like, she's just going to have to sneak out and go off on her own? So this kind of this episode is like we get to see everyone's like reactions to everything. Dina's a real one. I don't know what she's like in the game, but Dina's cool. She's there all the way. So I like that. And it's pretty much, I guess, I don't know what's coming, but it seems like that's now Ellie and Dina, or like Ellie and Joel out there in the women. I don't know if that's going to be the rest of the season. I mean, it seems like they got to Seattle pretty quick, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, go ahead, Mark.
I can just go. I mean, it'd be a really weird fucking season if she didn't go. Like, I was just like, I don't know. I mean, that would be like some Oz shit that, oh, we're going to spend a season deciding whether or not we're going to go to Seattle to, maybe get revenge then. And then the season after is when we actually journey to Seattle, but we don't get to Seattle. And season 4 is whenever we actually get to Seattle, and that wasn't happening. I'll say this one thing. I was a little bit just knowing the game. Part of because the whole town thing doesn't, town getting attacked doesn't happen in the game, and the vote still happens the same way. They still decide not to send people to that one. I thought we were just going to have the vote immediately, and this is an easy out for the town. We can't send people because everybody's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so the game, there's no attack, so they're just dicks, and no one's gonna go help her.
No, right. So I thought, okay, that's the easy out. But instead, there is a long time passes. We rebuild, and then we decide to still tell Ellie no. Okay.
Do we know? Is there a 5-year jump?
There was
the
a
game?
5-year jump. Well, I don't know about the game.
Here is the weird thing. I felt like I kind of thought this is maybe nothing, but it is something to me. Is in the game, it's a 4-year jump. I'm pretty sure. Game, it's a 4-year jump. Show, for some reason, is 5. I don't know if there's a reason for that, but I did kind of make a mental note of that, when it happened. So, could be nothing, but that is something.
So basically, the votes come down. It's 8-3 in favor of not going.
One thing about the vote, though, Seth is very vocal and giving them support, which I thought was is he really does he really believe in them and think they should be doing this, or is this is my chance to get rid of this girl? She's been bugging me for a while now. This is my opportunity. Yeah, you go here, have a gun. You go get your revenge. I'm sure everything will go fine and you'll come back.
I do love the town hall where they all talk and be the one girl's quoting God and Ellie's fuck off, fuck off. I don't give a fuck about your God. Shut up. And then the old guy that basically this is a family function, no gays kissing each other. He's what the fuck are you doing? We're gonna either die here or not. Stop being pussies. We're all there's gonna be nobody here left if we don't. They're gonna come back because they don't respect you.
I found him to be consistent. I'll just say that.
Yeah. The same guy that says, hey, this is a family function is the same guy that says, go to war. Shoot him. He's also probably voting.
Definitely go.
He also lives in a red state and also owns 12,000 guns. There's no, that guy still exists to this day. He's there. He's in Oklahoma currently. That's where we're at.
But yeah, they should definitely send those 2 flame thrower guys that ran away. They should definitely go with her.
Hung. No questions. I don't care. What purpose do they serve? I do like the rebuild. How many months passed? Did
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Because I will say the best scene in the movie, which I talked shit on her earlier, because I think I just threw my anger misplaced at her, is the girl, Catherine O'Hara.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the best scene in this episode, I would say, is her and Ellie. And Ellie is she's how you doing? Fine. Lovely. Well, no problem at all. And then they have that whole conversation. Yeah, you say you're fine, but are you fine? Yeah. We had our arguments. We had our disagreements. He was a part of my life for a really long time. And it sucks. That's the last. She's was that the last thing? I walked past him. I could have said something. I know I should have said something. I didn't say anything. And that's the problem. And she's and I feel bad, but I can't go back and change it. I wish it was different. So it was a real heart moment for Ellie. And there's a conversation of hey, just to let you know, he's buried outside of town. If you want to pay. And she's on our way out, we will do that. So the main crux is, again, they get the vote that says Dina and Ellie say, fuck this shit, we're leaving. It's the 2 of us going. Dina says, she supports Ellie with whatever, so she wants to go help and avenge Joel. So they kind of do this buddy trip to Seattle on horseback. They share a moment in the tent, not that kind of moment, just share a moment in the tent where they actually have this conversation about her the kiss that they had, and she's like, "Well, you were high. Well, you were drunk. Blah blah blah. I wasn't that drunk. About a six. I don't believe you." Like, so they have this like buddy relationship. We're back in the fucking mall. Like, move along. I get it, Allie. You like girls? It's fine. Make out with her. Get over it. I don't care.
I don't know why they're slow rolling it. Like they were
I know.
100% into each other. I don't know.
Just do
like,
it. Just cut
Yeah.
away. Cut away. Have fun in the tent. I don't care, but stop talking to me. Like, ass grab. Like, just go. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like Ellie, we're not the old guy back in the thing. We're fine. We're gay.
I watched Brokeback Mountain. Okay, you know they got together the first night in the tent. Okay, we can just move on.
I mean, she was already sniffing Joel's coat in the closet earlier, so
yeah. TV Chronicles, support your lifestyle. Whatever you want to do. But stop wasting 15 minutes of my episode by you just grab action the thing about flirting. Just proceed. But they're going back. I think the most interesting part and what I want to get to, because I don't think this episode is going to be as long as our other episodes, because I don't think there's so much crux. If I'm missing something, please point it out. They are going to Seattle. Seattle, as described by Abby, it's a military zone. They are they're basically trained like military soldiers. The wolves are what they are. I guess the thing that I brushed off, I don't remember who. Do they say the group that they are the ones with the cuts?
The Hammer cult?
No, they didn't. They didn't say it. If it's the same, they're called the Seraphites.
Yeah, but they're not said in the show. If you thought that you were watching HBO and then all of a sudden you thought you switched over to a Game of Thrones episode, you wouldn't be the craziest, because they look exactly like the stone, like that group.
The Crow
people. Yeah, Crow people. 100% look just like it. Fine. I was like, what the fuck? Did you just borrow the costume? Was it in the next room?
We've had them sitting in a warehouse.
They're walking down a path. We see them and they communicate via whistle.
Yeah.
And they have a daughter with them, and they're walking, and all of a sudden the one whistles. Bye, Mark. Whistle, they say it's clear, then all of a sudden something happens. They end up like hiding into the bush. The daughter, the dad, or whatever, are covering from whatever it is. We don't know what it is at that point in time. No clue. We just know something's on the foot. Ellie and Dina go through that path. They find the ones with a bunch of bullet holes in the back. See a bunch of shells. But they were sparing no expense on these people of killing them. And they go into the side where the daughter and the son, and find the daughter dead. So they slaughtered everybody basically, and it's imposed, but you'd be dumb not to. It's the wolf. It's the group that is the military group from Seattle. They literally spend no expense. So we see them travel more. They see 9 miles outside Seattle. They're riding into Seattle. As a person that played the game, I was really excited to see the one part of the tower and the guy looking down at the thing, to get the clearance, because they get the guy gets a phone call over the radio to say, "Hey, we're moving through. Is post 3 and 4 whatever clear?" Yeah, we're cleared, no problem. And then you see tank, and bunch of foot soldiers, and Seattle is fully militarized, and Ellie and Dina are on horseback. If this doesn't give you Germany 1940 into Poland when they're on horseback versus tanks, that's what it is. It's crazy, and it sets up holy shit, where we're going now. Me and Mark kind of know, and we've kind of hinted at it, but the part of the game is you play as Abby. I don't know when that switch is coming. I assume it's coming somewhat soon.
I'm sure there'll be an Abby episode coming up.
Because you can't really go too far into Seattle without paths crossing at some point. You do have a little bit, but
So there's 4 episodes left. I wouldn't be surprised if we get an Abby episode. I still think we're going to get a Joel Eugene episode. And then
no.
two last episodes, is that like enough for whatever you guys think is going to be the climax of the season?
So what I thought the climax was the season of Joel dying. I thought that was going to be the close because I didn't think they'd put Pedro Pascal in a situation where he's a 2-episode build actor. It just didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they had the balls to do it. I do not regret that decision whatsoever. But now the ending, I think it's got to be like, I'm trying to remember back. I don't know if there's a linchpin that is like, this is a perfect stopping point before the next one, but there's probably one I'm forgetting. But I think we're going to get a few with Abby, personally. Because you played a long time as Abby.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure the next episode's probably going to be Abby.
Right? Yeah, because after Joel dies in the game, you're playing as Abby basically for a good long while.
Mm. I mean, is it possible that like this is the last we see of Ellie to like the season finale?
I mean, I don't think so. No.
And then we see Ellie again from Abby's perspective.
I guess she does have some Seattle moments before.
Just kind of going from like because I did see a bit of like the next episode thing. Like we're gonna get some of Ellie in.
Okay.
Like I'll be kind of honest.
Before tensions meet, they have to separate.
So yeah. I'm thinking, I'm just theorizing. Yeah. Like I'm assuming Ellie and Dina, are they gonna like find the rest of these Hammer people to team up with, or are all the Hammer people done?
I mean, they're around.
Yeah, so the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing going on.
I think like that's the main, like that's the thing that's going to be, because you're going to get more of them. But before tensions meet, before Ellie and Abby can ever meet, in my eyes, they have to break. They have to break that.
I mean, you have to, like, if we're supposed to really like feel for Abby, we're gonna have to get like an episode where you're putting us right in her shoes, and I'm assuming she does something sympathetic. I don't know.
Well, next season is the season. Is it? As of like
have they
now.
said that? Have they said that
they haven't worked on it? Not that I hear that, unless they stretch further.
Or they might just like do a makeup season, or is the. Or I don't know how the second game ends. I don't know if like Ellie's story is over, or if they could just do a whole season after the second game. But I don't know if they would do that, so I don't know.
This is one thing. This is one thing I'll say that I thought was kind of curious about us seeing the Seraphites here in this episode, is that I feel like there is an opportunity for us to kind of dive deeper into some characters' backstories that we really didn't know a lot of before they showed up, kind of with I'll say with one of the main characters. They kind of cross paths with one of the main characters, but I could see us seeing more stuff. Like it's one of those where I didn't think of this until watching the season, but we could do that. And to kind of go off the point, I don't know where this season is going to end. I feel like I kind of knew where it was going to end, but because they're telling the story very chronologically, and it does feel like they're adapting more of like a sort of like a Wire type of storytelling, where we're not really following one specific person. We know we have a bunch of characters, and we're kind of just going back and forth between characters and telling those stories, and we're kind of we're going to where like the story feels the most important at any given time.
I feel like this show can go prequel. I do not believe this show can continue after season 3, unless they got somebody else. But the writer in person is who I would want. I think you can go definitely prequel. I think you can go to different parts, places we've never experienced.
I mean, there's like a whole 20-year.
But then I think you're walking towards Walking Dead situation.
Yeah. I'm just worried that like HBO is like, hey, we got a hit. Give us a couple more seasons.
Yeah. Remember, like if I see that flipping one more time because I watch AMC on the for Mad Men. By the way, don't know. I'll save it for the side note. But if I see that Negan Dead City one more for the show, I'm like, he's still alive? Like, what the crap are we doing? So I think you're going to run into a point of like, Walking Dead. I think they're more interesting than Walking Dead 3.
I mean, I hope that they probably wrap it up on the third season because that should finish the second game, and then I hope they can just walk away. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think anything that I missed that you guys want to discuss on episode 3 of the show, The Path.
No.
And I'm not saying the Dina stuff and her and the tin are not like fine, like it's fine act, but there's not. I hear like people rumbling that they believe, I don't know who plays Ellie. I can't think of her name, but is it like people are saying is a bad actress on certain parts?
There's a lot of people that don't like her.
I'm just confused. Like, I don't think, like, again, I know everybody holds a game pretty tightly and like loves the stuff, but I'm like, I don't know like what you could have wanted. I think she does fine. Personally.
They wanted the girl that played Abby.
True. They want Caitlin Devers. Which, guess what? I bet Caitlin Devers wants to be Ellie too, because that paycheck would have been way nicer. You know. Okay. Anything else before we wrap this one up?
Do we need a bounce back episode next week? Yeah.
Or we're gonna be kind of meh, coming in grumpy. Mark's either thinking really hard or he's.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah,
you guys froze. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on?
No. Let's get this on the record right now. You froze. We were here. So don't tell me we froze. You did.
Right. I was only going to say real quick, I was just a little bit. I thought we were going to maybe get more of like a cast or character episode because this was the same person. This is the same person that did the third episode of last season.
Oh,
so I was a little bit surprised that this was the particular episode they brought this guy back for.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, and like he doesn't do another episode this season. This was the one. So I was not that I was like let down, but like I was it was just a little bit of confused. Like, okay,
I'm sure he probably was too.
Yeah, like okay,
I was like, wait, is this the one you guys are giving me?
Wait, I can do another one. No. We don't do sure?
That episode 2, that looks pretty good. It's like, no.
Listen, you're going to give me a 10. You're going to give me a 10th, and you're going to give me LED. I don't know if I can do the magic.
We're all booked up. It's okay. We're good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the episode for tonight. Again, check out our episodes are dropping every Thursday right before we do this show. Shield, Mad Men. Again, I will say, if you've never watched Mad Men in this community, I will strongly suggest watch Mad Men. I think you'll definitely love it. The cast of characters, the acting, the script, the script, everything. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. And then, honestly, had my doubts of the Shield. Shield is also a fantastic season so far. Go check those out. The Sopranos is The Sopranos. So if you haven't seen The Sopranos, be like me. It's still a great time. Go watch them.
We'll let you know when we pick a stinker show. Don't worry.
Well, that's season 1. It's over on the video store. It's called Oz. But we do The Wire and Breaking Bad. So it's a great time. But we will see you next week with episode 4. Bye-bye.